Yo, what's poppin'? Back with another episode of Brooklyn Boys Radio.
Radio. What's poppin', Mo?
What's good? Right back at ya.
I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I still came out here. Got my tea right here. Oh, that shit hot. It needs like a thermos. I know you posted the ideas of thermos is to keep your shit hot, but it needs like a cool button, like, because it just stay hot, bro. It's set the same temperature. It won't change.
That's what a thermos does.
Nah, I hear you, man. What's up with you, though, man?
I'm good. God is amazing. Amazing is God.
All the time, God is good.
Can't forget that.
Hallelujah. That's why I've got these lights on again. It's blind to me, but you know, we gonna do it. He got punk ass Mike in here again. I don't know why Mike is here. I didn't even pick this up. This nigga I roll up, he just jump in my car. Now he just jumping in the store. Yo, Mike, you gotta stop wanting to be around me, bro. I can't check my man Tico. Tico's not your man. I don't understand this nigga. This nigga comes around me, meet my friends, and then make him his friends. They're not his friends, bro. And then my punk ass man Tico, now y'all know why I call Tico a bitch ass nigga and all that shit. He accept these niggas as his friends.
Do y'all see how crazy this man mouth is? Like,
I don't give a fuck. This shit don't make no sense. Then when he rob Chico or eat Chico chicken or do something to Chico, Chico gonna look at me and I'm gonna say, no, you made that nigga your friend.
I wouldn't do that. The chicken part, maybe.
Anyway. Oh, so we got a new segment on the show. I don't know if I talked to Mo about our new segment.
actually, you didn't.
Do you mind if I announce a new segment?
Announce the new segment that I didn't know about.
I'm sorry. We've been speaking about so much things. I just saw it. I thought it would be cool. I didn't think you have a problem with it. So, you sure I can announce? If you don't like it, then
let's go.
Because I got a request.
Let's go. Let me hear it in real time.
All right, my bad. I'm sorry. We discussed everything, but we didn't discuss this. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is called Dusty Shout-Outs. You know what I'm saying? So I gave a shout out like a week or two ago to Dusty Kev. And I'm telling people, anybody that wants to be shout out or want me to shout somebody out, I'm giving out Dusty shout-outs.
Be careful what you ask for.
All right? So y'all could DM me, DM Brooklyn Boys page. Y'all could DM Mo. Y'all could...
Don't DM me, please. DM Brooklyn Boys Radio or DM C Styles.
You could go on the YouTube and leave a comment or something like that. So my homegirl, well, she's not really my homegirl. I'm calling my homegirl. I really don't know her. A girl named Cheryl on Instagram wants me to shout out her friend Tamika. Tamika is her roommate. So I'm giving Tamika a Dusty shout out because Cheryl says that you are dusty and you don't clean up after yourself. But she wants to shout you out. And maybe me giving you this Dusty shout out will make you want to clean up after yourself. So look, this is what I'm going to say. If you're living with somebody in somebody's space or y'all space together, it should be some type of cleanliness. They say cleanliness is next to godliness. So please, wash your ass. You know what I'm saying?
And on that note, we received a email at the Brooklyn Boys Radio email address from Mike Miner. And he had something he wanted us to answer on the show.
Okay.
So he said, what up, Styles and Mo and the rest of the crew? I have a question for y'all. In my teenage years, I used to hustle, 12 to 22 years old. I realized it wasn't for me, so I got a 9-to-5 at the age of 18, but I was still doing street shit. My question is, do I still have to follow the street code? Me and my man's pause talk about this. I say no, and they say yes. No, because I was a regular guy just doing street shit. Yes, because I can't rat on no one. It's not in me to tell on people. Now, what I would like to say is this.
Go ahead.
I think this whole snitching and ratting conversation gets so effing convoluted all the goddamn times. Number one, if you're a civilian, there is no such thing as snitching. Whether you were, and when you say you were in the street life, like you were hustling, like what does that mean? Like you sold a couple of nickel bags of weed, like, you know, I think people really get lost in translation with this whole gangster thing. Like, stay true to your integrity. Pay consequences for your actions. Don't make other people pay consequences for your actions. It's that simple. Now, if you have no involvements in this criminal world, I don't care what you were doing 10 years ago. You work a 9 to 5 now. You're a civilian. Yo, bruh, stay away from that whole gangster mentality because you're no longer in that. That's how I see it.
Well, what's his name?
His name is Mike Minor.
Mike Minor. But look at this. I'm a straight civilian. I'm telling on any nigga that do some shit crazy around me. I'm not even playing with niggas. I'm not in the street. I'm a straight civilian, and when you start doing civilian shit, I told somebody today.
That's why I don't do shit around here.
That's fine, because I'm telling all that nigga. So I tell the niggas today, I was telling the nigga that I'm 47 years old. You can't take them take that risk of doing 20 years at 47, my nigga. I ain't coming out when I'm damn near 60 years old, bro.
But what's even smarter to do, bro?
Stay away from the bullshit.
I was
bro.
just about to say, if you have a 9 to 5, bro, just stay away from that element, and you don't put yourself, in a position to even have to be stuck deciding what it is that you need to do.
And it's okay to change friends, and it's okay to keep some of them friends, even your friends. Just stay away from their shit. And let it be clear, yo, listen, I ain't get caught up in that. And if y'all put me involved, this is what I'm doing. So you and your friends are always clear. You know
but I'll always say, hang around gangsters and you get caught up in gangster shit. It's almost inevitable, man.
That's what I would say.
So, Mike, I would tell you, live your life as a civilian wholly. I'm sure you have a family. You may have children. You know, just stay away from the BS, bro. And you won't even be in a position to have to even contemplate which way that you need to go.
Yes, and anybody who wants to shout somebody out or for me to even shout you out, let me know what you want me to shout out and who you want me to give the shout out to, and I got you on Dusty Shout Out, our new Dusty Shout Out segment.
And anyone else who has any questions, feel free to send those questions to brooklynboysradio@gmail.com, or you can just send a DM to the Brooklyn Boys Radio page on Instagram. Mike, thank you for being our first question. We appreciate you, bro.
All right. So check this out. Just reading the other day that Uno is now allowing you to drop draw 2 on top of draw 2. You can stack draw 2s on top of draw 2.
No, you're wrong. They said that you cannot.
No, the new is a rule that they allow it now. So look it up.
No, you sent.
No, they allow the rule.
You sent me the text.
Oh, no, I probably wrote it wrong, but you can allow it.
No, because I saw the thing on IG.
No, you allow it, and people was like, yeah, they've been stacking draw 2 on top of draw 2. You ain't got to tell us that we can strike draw 2 on top of draw 2. Nigga, sometimes I play stack draw 2 on top of draw 4. Like, in the hood, we play how we want to play, man. I don't care what Uno rules was, but I'm glad they're giving us permission, but hey, we going to do what we want.
We always stack draws on top of each other.
We even hit you with the reverse. You reverse it, we reverse back. Like, that's how we play in the hood, man. Like, we don't play. We make our own rules to the game, bro. But thank you for giving us
clarity.
Uno and clarity in the first place. Thank you so much. We appreciate you immensely. Uno. Yes. I don't know where I want to start, Mo. We took a week off because Mo was sick. I'm sick now.
I wasn't. Oh yeah, before I was sick. Yeah.
I was sick, so you couldn't make it.
Well, last week we took a week off because I wasn't here.
So it's so much stuff to talk about within that week. I'm kind of like confused on where to go and how to move. But I'm just trying to go because I don't want to give y'all so much old stuff, but combine it with the new stuff. So I don't know where I'm going yet. I'm going to talk about Kim Kardashian real quick. She got another black man in her life, another football player. Are you surprised?
No.
They're saying it's
why do we care?
OBJ. I don't know. I'm just telling people what it is.
Okay.
You know, I met Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian.
So did I. I met her one time in the Coliseum Mall in Queens. Yeah, her, Chloe, and Lamar.
It's funny. See, you met her with a black basketball player. She wasn't with Lamar.
Well, she wasn't with her. Yeah, Chloe was with Lamar.
Yeah, I met. She came to my studio years ago. She was with Reggie Bush, the football player. And he came and he bought like 3-4 records for me in one night, bro.
He raps?
Nah, he had an artist. He kept buying beats and stuff right there on the spot. It was bugged out. Like, Took like 3, 4. Shout out to Mita. She set that whole thing up. But yeah, I met her years ago.
Oh yeah, y'all spoke about that when Mita was on the show.
Yeah. She came through years ago and looked out for a nigga. So, yeah, she's with another black. I think she just like black. It's safe to say she like black.
What's wrong with that,
There's nothing
though?
wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Black men are kings. Why wouldn't you want a black man?
You think she'll have more kids? OBJ got kids? Yeah. All right, so they may not need none. Well, since we talking about since we talking about Kim Kardashian, we might as well go to Kanye West. So seeing Kanye came out this week, last week sometime, saying that he booked out the arena, and he sold out the arena in 7 minutes.
But he can't get no other arenas.
But he can't get no other arenas. Nobody want to give him anything. I guess for the anti-Semitic things that he was saying. I also saw.
No one man should have all that power.
I also saw. What's my boy name? Well, he's not my boy. I used to like the show. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was on MTV. The crazy rock and roll family. He was biting off.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne denied him the right to use any of his samples. He said he has anti-Semitic verbiage, so he want to do it.
No one man should have all that power.
Then you looked up Ozzy Osbourne. He had a couple of anti-Semitic things he was saying. I think he was talking about Hitler was a good guy. He could follow Hitler or something like that, whatever, in his past. So it's just crazy to me. Like, what's crazy and sad about the whole situation is, to me, is people, Kanye, not condoning what Kanye's saying or said about people, but people's done so much to just black people and other people in general. They say all kinds of things.
What happened to free speech?
And now people will stop you and stop the money and say, we don't even care about your money. You know what I'm saying to you? And then it's funny because I saw another article that had nothing to do with Kanye, that Sony, when they want to mess with you, they mess with you. They just bought Michael Jackson half of his publishing estate for $1.2 billion.
His catalog, yeah.
His catalog. So it's like, if they want to play with you, they play with you. They don't want to play with you, they tell all their friends not to play with you, and nobody plays with you. And that's funny because if he's selling out those arenas like that, business is business. We're gonna go do business and make it happen.
Obviously, it isn't. Like we have this idea that it's capitalism. It's all about money. But what we don't understand is what's more valuable than the money to many of these people at the top is power. You understand? So, and the ultimate gauge of power is when your money doesn't even matter.
And that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't care how much money you make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You seen Adidas go, this is the biggest thing we had since sliced bread.
Adidas took a huge loss, not messing with Kanye. But at the end of the day, once again, you have to understand that it's about not allowing certain people to step outside of their box and to understand, stay in your place. That's, no one man should have all that power.
Yeah, that's crazy. So when we think we got power, y'all, we think we in a place, a position of, we gonna say what we want, do what we want, we gotta be mindful. And power only come in unity. And they keep showing us that, when they stand unified together, the same way they block Kanye at every door, and mind you, I'm not telling the Semitic rhetoric that he was spewing was right. What I am saying, Kanye didn't kill anybody. He didn't molest anybody's kids. And they just saying, we don't have nothing to do with you. We've been in situations where our people's been killed, ridiculed, enslaved, beat up, violated any kind of rights, and we can't get together and say, something, we ain't shopping at Walmart. We ain't shopping at, whatever. We ain't buying no more of these clothes, and we still can't stand unified. And when they want to stand unified for something, they don't care how much money they're going to make off of it. They say F you.
How much money they're going to lose. They don't give a damn.
They don't care.
Stand for nothing or fall for anything. Stand for something or fall for anything.
We should take a rip out of that page and put it to how we move.
Man, we've been singing the same song for years. The truth is...
Yeah, but sometimes people got to see it, Mo. And you've seen this in live time.
We've seen it so many times.
Yeah, but sometime in this generation ain't really seen that. I haven't seen that move.
Yo, bro, when it comes to our world, we'll never sing in perfect harmony because too many people will be concerned with who sings better.
You might be right about that. That's a good one. You might be right about that one. You might be right about that one. So let's go into some dating stuff real quick. Seen this lady, she got arrested this week, man, for sending a man, let me see how many texts it was.
194,000?
159,000.
159,000 text messages after the first date.
After the first date.
She liked him.
He must have gave her some great head, bro.
Nah, I don't even think they slept together. She liked him.
Yo, that's the only way I'm texting.
You know, I have this rule, right?
Yo, do you hear how many texts?
And we've had this conversation.
Go ahead, listen.
I have this rule, and my rule is to never be upset at anyone for liking me. Right? Yes, it's extreme.
Almost 160,000 text messages. Are you crazy?
I've been through that, bro.
Yo, you out your
No,
mind, bro.
listen. I'm not gonna say it was 154,000, but I can guarantee you.
You sent somebody them texts?
No, years ago.
Oh.
Years ago.
I was about to get on you bad, bro.
There was this young lady who I had one out. I mean, this had to been like 20 years ago, bro. Shorty must have sent me 300, 400 texts within 24 hours, bro. And I mean, like literally. Text after text after text after.
Yo, Mo,
but
that's
you know,
a lot.
But you know what's
but that's
the problem?
nothing compared to
No, of course, 153,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't even imagine. You know, the annoying thing about that.
I don't even text that in a month.
The annoying thing about that is it ties up your phone. You can't get no phone calls. You can't get no other text messages. Nothing. Like you literally can't even scroll on social media.
Yo, I want somebody to give me
But how do you do that? Like you literally got to send 100 texts every minute. Like
I don't even know.
I don't even say how you. I don't know if I believe that. Yeah, 153,000 text messages in 24 hours. How is that possible?
That gotta be like a beginning. What's that called? The Guinness World Record.
But how is that even possible, bro? Your fingers don't move that fast.
Well, hers do. Look, I'm looking for a girl that's out there.
I'm starting to believe y'all just put any bullshit on social media.
I'm looking for the girl out there that give me some head like that, so I could text her 250,000 times in 24 hours. That's the only way I would do it. If she did. Yo, can I please get some more of that? Please, 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 please. Let me get some more. Please, I need some more. I need some more so bad. Please don't leave. Don't go nowhere. Please, swallow me all over again. Please, huh?
You might not say that many words in a day.
That's you know something. You might be right about that.
153,000, bro. I don't know if I believe that. When I really think about it, I mean, think about it. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Let me do the calculation right now.
Well, look, she got arrested.
Hold on. You're talking about 153,000 divided by 24. That means she sent 6,375 text messages per hour. Divide that by 60. She sent 106 text messages per minute. Divide that by 60. She sent 1.7 text messages a second. That's impossible.
It couldn't have been the 24 hours. It's probably just after the first.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Maybe she had AI help. I don't know.
I don't know. Or maybe she was a hacker and maybe she set up some program.
2024. She voice notes. Mad voice notes. Oh, voice notes. Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you send voice notes, 1.7 a second? So what, she ain't sleep for 24 hours?
I don't know, man. Might have to get her up here.
I don't want her up here. She ain't gonna be texting this. We gonna have mad questions to answer after that. She gonna be like, yo, so Brooklyn boys, nah, we ain't doing that. Dusty shout out, right? Gonna give her a Dusty shout out. Yeah, that's crazy. So nobody be that obsessed with anybody, please. We don't want that obsession. That's overly excessive, and you will get arrested. Cause I'm telling police. I'm just letting you know that from right now.
Yo, Mike, he's telling, you telling, hey.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling police, man. I want no problems, B. Anyway, in other news, I seen this lady say, OnlyFans is better than selling yourself to the army.
I don't get it.
Basically, let me read the quote correctly. Lady says it's being in the army is worse than being on OnlyFans.
Yeah, but I need more context.
So basically what she's saying is you give yourself to the army and they own your body. They can send you anywhere they want to send you. do as they want to you as they please, right? They can put you to training, rigorous training, and you're doing that potentially for the government, right? But OnlyFans, you doing that stuff for yourself. So why people are so up in arms about OnlyFans when you're doing something for yourself instead of going to the government and they got to tell you what to do, when to sleep, when to eat, and what to do?
You know what I realized? Everybody doesn't deserve a platform to be heard. That's what it boils down to.
I think she got a point, bro.
What's the point? What's the actual point? Because at the end of the day,
she wants to do OnlyFans in peace.
look, and she has the right to do OnlyFans in peace. But what I'm saying
really.
is, you go to the military, right? You get accreditations. At the end of the day, you can add it to your resume. You become a veteran. You have certain benefits. There are certain prestigious organizations that may give you employment because you've been in the military. You can do security. You can go to law enforcement. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do. So I just don't understand. Once again, everybody doesn't deserve a platform to be heard. Like,
listen, I don't think she. I don't disagree with her because then after I seen that, there was a teacher. I didn't really read all into it, but it was a teacher who has an OnlyFans page. People discover her OnlyFans page, even though her page was private. Somebody discovered it, told the teachers union, and she got fired.
correct. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's the problem. You can go to the army. You can't do that for yourself, so it's not like a fair thing. Why would you fire somebody for having an OnlyFans page?
Listen to me. You recommend
it's a private platform. But it's not available for kids.
Well, what if it becomes available?
Somebody paid for it. Somebody took her privacy and gave it to somebody else. You should be ridiculed for that. It's not illegal.
You know what's the problem? These days,
It's not illegal, bro.
we want to do away with the moral bar being set, bro. People have the right to do whatever the hell they want, but you have to understand that there are consequences to doing certain things. There's always been a moral bar that has been set. Okay, look, as much as I think that people go to jail and you have a felony, that you should come out and be able to get a job, guess what? For the longest, you couldn't. Because at the end of the day,
it's not a fair practice, bro.
There are consequences to actions. You understand? So at the end of the day, yes, okay, you want to sell yourself or you want to put up provocative pictures, that's fine. You have the right to do so. But just understand that in this society, you will be judged. And some people may not want to give you certain opportunities because you made those choices. Just like you have the wait, because I'm still in the middle of my thought. Just like you have the right to choose to do so, they have the right to say, I don't want that type of person working with me or working for me.
And I totally agree. I think if it's no harm, no foul. And if you're doing something is on your private platform and you're doing something on the side that's not illegal and it's not harming anybody, you should have the right to work where the fuck you want. I don't know why we give credence to people for certain things and then we don't give credence for certain things. Somebody could tell you, oh, I want to be a bird, and we go cheer them on, and yeah, you could be a bird, and everybody thinks it's cute and fun, and then somebody wants to go take off their clothes on the OnlyFans page, and then they look at you in disgrace. It's like, yo, we giving credence to one, and credence. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna let the cat out the bag, just let the cat out the whole bag. And
I don't understand what one has to do with the other.
Me, that's why I feel like.
No,
I feel like you should.
But I'm
be
asking
fine.
you for clarity. I don't understand what one has to. What does one person identifying?
What I'm saying to you is, if you identify that you want to be a person that want to do provocative stuff on OnlyFans, on a private background, and that's the world you want to live in, you should be fine with it. Nobody should ridicule you. Nobody should fire you.
But we're acting like it hasn't been like that since the beginning of time.
I'm not saying that.
Sex workers have always been judged.
What I'm saying to you, guess what though?
You know, I'm not saying it's right. Go ahead. And I'm not saying it's right.
Sex workers always been judged, but there was a time when people that was in the LGBTQ community was also judged too. And we got into a place where we no longer judge them, and people, now they got to be hired, and we can't discriminate against them. That's what I'm saying. If it's not illegal, then it should be fine. That's what I'm saying. We should be getting to the same place. I don't see what the problem is.
Listen, I have no take on it, right or left. But I do believe that we're becoming the society where there's no longer a moral bar set. You have girls that are leaving high school and their aspiration is to become a stripper. You understand? Like, I don't think, bruh, it's like the moral bar is being removed.
I'm not disagreeing with that. That's not the argument.
And I'm not
disagreeing.
And once
I'm just saying why they fired her.
Once again, I think all around the board, right? If we're talking about everyone has the right to do as they please. Yes, on one hand, if someone wants to take provocative pictures and be on OnlyFans, they have that right. But just like that, if someone owns a business and says, I don't want this type of person working for me, they also have that right.
All I'm saying to you is
it can't be right for one and not right for the other.
But guess what? And that's what I'm trying to say. It can't be right for one. There was a time, if you were black, they would not hire you because of the color of your skin. There was a time.
That time still exists.
First
of all. So what are you talking about?
You're right. That'd probably be a bad thing. Okay, let me stick to LGBT community. If you were gay, they wouldn't hire you because you were gay. Now they hire you and they have to hire you. They can't discriminate. They shouldn't discriminate on what God naturally gave you, with your body.
Let me ask you a question.
This ain't the classroom, but go ahead, nigga. This nigga raising his head like it's a classroom.
But if your daughter was in school, in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
and she had a male teacher and he was on OnlyFans and it leaked, you wouldn't be upset?
An elite?
Yeah, it leaked. The students.
To me, I wouldn't be upset. That's that man personal business on his personal time, bro.
All right.
What I'm saying to you is, and me and Mo had a conversation something similar to this earlier this week. Hold up, this is what I'm gonna tell you. If we went in the room, if I went in the gym today and there's 100 people in the gym, 30 of them people probably doing the most kinkiest things that I could ever not imagine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging that person. Now because I know, now I feel like,
I don't have a problem. I don't think it's about judging. I think certain jobs come with a level.
Pedophilia?
I think certain jobs come with a level of responsibility.
So now, I'm not judging, but I don't want that stuff to leak. Whether it's my son with a woman teacher. If you have an OnlyFans and you want to be a teacher, go be a college professor. That way, if it leaks, everybody's
of age.
Like I said, I don't have no. I don't.
Judging.
I have not. Look, I rather see. I'm different. I rather know than you find out later on somebody is he shitting on all his females, right? He take them all home and he shits in their mouth, and then I don't know what's happening. And if I knew, I just don't put that shit around the kids.
But guess what?
Every day.
But let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is you're absolutely right. People should be able to do what they want. If they want to do it behind closed doors, that's fine. But when you put it on OnlyFans, you're putting it out there to the world.
But she had a private link to her.
But you're still putting it out there.
Yeah, but she's putting it out to her audience.
But you're still putting it out there to the world. You know, certain jobs, I say this, whether you're a police officer, whether you're a teacher, certain jobs come with responsibility. Because if that's the case, then that's like saying a police officer should be able to go on Facebook and say I hate black people and not be criticized.
Hold up, time out. That's different.
How?
You hating the people that you work for or the communities that you work for, that's a totally different than somebody. It's not hurting any. That can hurt somebody.
So
you're not hurting nobody.
So what if they say you're shitting on people on your OnlyFans and I don't want you to come to school and shit on my kid? Like,
but you're not doing that. You know
but at the end of the day, once again, role, identity, two totally different things. Guess what? Is it possible for a white cop to not be fond of black people and come to work and do his job? I think, yes, you can compartmentalize that. You understand? But at the end of the day,
I don't think so.
Subconsciously, yes. I agree. I agree with you. I'm just playing. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just saying that there's a separation of role and identity.
You know why I look at it? You know why I look at it like that? Because you have gay teachers or lesbian teachers, right? And you go, oh, because he or she is gay, my son is gonna be gay. No. But that was for a long time. That's why they was getting denied jobs and positions. That's a society. That's how we thought of.
But there is, listen.
Now we starting to change.
There's a level of influence.
But guess what, Mo? Now it's starting to change, right? In a society. All I'm saying to you is, if a woman decides to show her body on her OnlyFans page, I don't know how that translates is a problem in the classroom. If we can accept gay and lesbians in the classroom, we can accept
And I'm
black
tell-
kids, black teachers teaching white children. I don't.
It's the risk.
it's a yeah. You're taking a chance.
If you teaching a bunch of seventh graders and that shit, we have to.
But I
deal
think,
with
but
a
I
bunch
think,
of
but I
things.
think, but I think it goes I think it goes beyond that. I think since the beginning of a time, we always correlated people's actions with their level of principle. You understand what I mean? And people just see it as okay if you, which I don't totally agree with, but I do understand. And once again, I feel that everyone has the right to do what they want to do all across the board. If you know this is what I'm going to do, you make this choice, then you know it comes with consequences. And there are people in the world that are going to judge you by it. Should they? I'm not saying they should, but they are going to. And just like you have the right to make that choice, they have the right to say, I don't want this type of person working for me.
Pay the teachers enough money so they don't got to do OnlyFans. They got to deal with your nappy ass at the kids all day. Pay them enough money so they ain't got to do OnlyFans. That's what I say. Listen, if we was paying the right wages for people to work, they wouldn't have to go find part-time work. You know what I'm saying? Pay the kids their money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pay the teachers their money. I don't know. But since we are talking about identifying, I don't want to get off the topic of that. So there was a man that was killed recently, was shot dead in the woods because he identified as a deer. And a hunter mistakenly thought he was a real deer
And shot him.
and shot him.
My condolences to the family.
I don't even know
but
what to say about
he got the full experience. If you identify as a deer and you get shot like a deer, I mean,
Y'all
a
be the
deer.
last. Why would you say he got the full experience,
because
bro?
you're a deer. You identify as a deer. That means, look, by the standards of today, right? Reality does not matter, and what people feel and what people feel
I'm not laughing at the guy
trumps
dying, by the way.
reality.
I'm laughing
So
at
if
you.
he identified as a
Say he
deer,
got
then the man is a deer. So it's not a man that got shot; it's a deer that got shot. My condolences to your family, bro.
Yo, I'm so confused, bro.
Bro, this is.
Yo, did you see the deer?
I did see the deer man. The mirror. The Dan.
Yo, I didn't know how to feel, but the funny part was the full experience. That's
There's
what I'm
nothing,
laughing at.
but
I'm
there's
not laughing
nothing
at the
funny
guy.
about the man losing his.
No, I'm
well,
not
he's not a
laughing
man.
at,
He's
I'm
a
laughing
deer.
at you say he got the full
He
experience.
got the full
That
experience
doesn't
from
make any
beginning to
sense to
end. It is what it is. You want to run
No,
around
he
the
wasn't
woods?
scared
You want to
like-
run around in the woods butt naked in deer makeup, bro? Shit happens.
He wasn't scared. I know he got shot, but he wasn't scared of the wolves attacking him and shit like that. What was happening, bro?
The deer are afraid of the wolves attacking them. Why aren't you, bro? I don't know. Listen, once again, I think that
Is that deer meat?
we condone mental illness.
Is that venison if somebody take it home and cook it? Is he venison?
Go
still?
try it.
Or is he human?
Go try it. You need a broken hand and a little brother.
Stop playing with me. That shit was crazy. that was crazy, bro. These little kids is crazy. They need to stop. Yo, you just. Oh man, sorry for the deer, man.
Sorry, Dan.
So, quick question, Mo. If your woman makes more than you, can you still be the king, her king, or the king of the household?
I believe so.
I concur with you. I agree. I don't think it's fine.
But I also think it depends on what type of woman you're dealing with.
But I also don't think it's finance that states what a man is in the household.
I don't.
I don't think finances also state if the woman is the queen of the household. Neither, right? You could be with a woman, and you could handle. She probably. Let's say your woman made 100 or some thousand, and you came home and you made 75,000. You know what I mean? I don't think you're not the king of your castle because she makes more than you. I think it's what you provide in that household to decide if you're a king of the castle.
But it also depends on what type of woman you're dealing with. You also have
you
to
say that?
remember, because there are women who, finances rule all at the end of the day, and there are women who, because I strongly believe in the dynamic between man and woman, and I do believe that there are some women that, if that dynamic is off, they will begin to resent that man eventually.
So you saying that? Are you saying that money will rule the relationships?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not even money will rule the relationship. It's if that man isn't making just as much or more, it will make it hard for that woman to respect him. Like I said, and this isn't all women, but there are women out there who, bro, that's all they respect. I mean, you got to remember.
Respect the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you in some cases, but I think if you got the right woman in your life,
Yeah,
I don't
of
think the
course.
money don't matter. I think
Of course.
she looking for that man. I don't think when we say provide all the time, we always go back to this. Providing is not just a financial thing. Providing security, for providing love, providing help, providing
Guidance,
providing
direction,
leadership.
direction.
That's all provision, right?
But see, but then you have to remember that we live in a world full of women like, how he gonna lead me when I make more than him? Like, you know those type of
Oh no, the next topic we're getting into it leads to that a little bit.
Because
but I just want to answer this. Like, I don't think
no, I definitely
still could- you
think
could be a
a
king
man
of the
could still
castle.
be the king of his
you can
castle.
still take, especially in partnership and relationships, right? Like, a lot of people talk about who make what and who make what, right? When you come together, for me, with a woman, a man come together with a woman, or a woman come together with a man, y'all supposed to create this dynamic of a partnership, right? Where you building wealth, you building family, right? So if we're building and I took from your account or you took from my account, we could take that money and go buy property together. You know, I could be the guy that go buy the property and manage the property, or she could be the woman that, you know, or I pay for all the property, she manage it. And now we're building a wealth together. So it doesn't really matter if she made more or I made more, because now we're building an entity outside of this thing that we got individually ourselves, and we coming together and put our resources together and we building together. That's what a relationship really supposed to be. Us growing together as a unit and us growing together as a family.
But that's not what it always is these days.
You're right. No, you know, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But
Unfortunately, with the way of thinking that is infecting everyone these days, it makes that harder. Like, you and I both know, like, relationships these days aren't about love anymore. Relationships these days aren't about truly understanding the dynamic of what a partnership is. You know, there's a bar set, right, an expectation of what a man is supposed to be, and it's like women are measuring the value of a man with the wrong ruler. You know, it's finances, period. You get where I'm coming from. Whereas that man's integrity, that man's ability to give direction, to give guidance, his wisdom through, you know, gained through his experiences through life, like that no longer matters. Like, you know, a lot of women are saying that there aren't good men out here, but that's because y'all rule out what, 60-70% of men? Because if a man makes under $50,000,
I'm about to get to that.
like,
I'm about to get to that. What I want to say, I have a friends of mine, they're a couple, and it's so crazy with their dynamic. She makes a lot more money than him, but he's like a handy guy. She bought the house. I don't know how much they put down on the house together, but I'm pretty sure she put a large amount on the house. But this house needed a lot of fixing up. This house looked like a mini mansion, right? Like, he did work to the crib so crazy. He's still a man of his castle, bro.
of course.
He's still going out there. I still see him. Every time I go there, he's lawn mowing. He fixes something, putting up doors, putting up cabinets. And I'm like, yo, that's part of being a man too. That's part of providing too, right? Like, that's all a part of that. And they building together.
Listen, man, I think at the end of the day, to each is her own. If you're the type of woman that can't handle that dynamic, then don't get with a man that make less than you. And if you're the type of woman who can, then, you know, more power to you.
But being in the, and just saying this, I just want to give something that's heartfelt, I guess, for me. Being an entrepreneur, or just being around people that I've seen that made a lot of money, whether it was being entrepreneurship or whether it was working a 9-to-5. At some point, a lot of us, mostly all of us, come through hard times. And if you base your relationship off of finances, then you're not going to have anything to stand on when those hard times come.
It's not real. If you
know
base
what I'm
your
saying?
relationship on finances, then it's not real, bro.
It's not. You can't.
It's not real.
Yeah, it can't, because
it's a house that's built on a paper foundation.
everything get tested, and when those times get tested, can you withstand?
Can you stand the rain?
Can you withstand the rain? You know what I mean? If you're building off of that, you know, we have to start building our relationship on more tangible things that make more sense, and we'll look at the unit and how to build with each other more than anything. But you know, listen,
it's the Instagram effect. Bro.
Instagram. I'm about to say that being said, you know, I seen a young lady that was on everybody's site not too long ago. She's saying, "Yo, if men make $50,000 or less, they shouldn't be dating." And
by whose standards?
First of all, once again, this finance is crazy, and I don't want to get on her. I don't know what that lady make, but on her look alone, that's not even the chick you spending money on like that. I'm not trying to insult her. You know, somebody might. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But somebody might. So for that, to me, it's just crazy because it's like nowadays you sometimes with certain girls that be saying certain things I'll be watching. And I don't want to judge people like on the scale like 1, 2s, and 5s and 10s. But like you got a 2 or a 3 or a 5 telling, yo, I'm dating this 10. And you know, I want the man that's making 6, 7, 8 figures, and she a 5. And not saying that she can't get a man that's a 5, but it's less than likely. And then that man that's a 5, everybody that's trying to get the man that's the 10, he got so many women to his axis. Now you mad that he cheating, he doing all this stuff. But you keep going for this nigga up here, and you making it a financial thing. To me, we just lost the sense of, like we teaching these young kids, to me, go back to young kids. Young kids come out of school nowadays, they making $30,000, $40,000, if that. You know what I'm saying? What was the average? Like $30,000 people
30,000.
So what you telling people can't make a family together?
But for me, think about when we were coming up. What happened to living a normal life?
I don't know.
Right. Think about when you were growing up. How many people lived a normal life? Moms worked, pops worked. They went to work, blah, 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 this. They lived a normal life. They had their apartment. You know, they were happy.
And we did a vacation once or twice a year.
Bro, like, it appears as reality TV and rap music has sold us this illusion that everyone should be living life like entertainers. Like, so when you say if a man makes $50,000 a year, he shouldn't be dating, explain to me exactly why that is. Because if he finds a woman that's okay with living a normal life, there's nothing wrong with making 50 grand a year. Now, so
and $50,000 is probably where you starting at, right? That's where you start. That's still.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's hard to live on $50,000 a year these days, man. Yeah, New York City, exactly.
If you live other places, you don't have to. You can. And I'm telling you, listen, when I had my daughter, I was making $24,000 a year. And we made it work, bro. I don't know how much my daughter's mother was making, but we made it work. She didn't miss nothing. She didn't miss no meals. We figured it out. And that's what I'm saying. If you got somebody that's willing to fight the fight with you, you're fine. And where I was at in my life, making $24,000 a year, and where I'm at now.
What's the statistic? What's the statistic? What percentage of black men make 50,000 or less? I think it's like 70%.
Yeah, it was some crazy number.
It's like 70%. So you're ruling out that 70% of black men should not date.
But you know what you're not factoring too? Even with my daughter mother, and me, and just by the grace of God, like that shit pushed me to want to be better. Right? Like it pushed me to go get more. It pushed me to do more. And sometimes a dude just need a good woman that's gonna push.
But for me, I don't even want to F that point, bro. No, seriously. What is wrong with living a normal life?
I'm not saying that.
But
I'm just big on it takes two to tango, bro.
Listen. We are so hell-bent on this, he should be making 200, 300,000. What if he's okay with living a normal life and he finds a woman that's okay with living a normal life? What is wrong with that?
I think my life is normal. I'm saying, like, it is normal. And I think $50,000 is something that you can grow on. Like, you can grow.
No.
Guess what?
Listen.
If you meet another woman
the reality
who's
is,
making
listen to me. The reality is, your life isn't normal and you don't realize it. In the past 6 months, how many times have you gotten on a plane?
I don't know.
No, I mean,
I don't know.
Just give me
give
me an estimate. Give me an estimate.
6, I don't know, 10 times maybe.
Okay, your life is not normal, bro. We get used to our lives, so we think our lives are normal. But when you're talking about the normal person that has a 9 to 5, that goes to work every day, Monday through Friday, comes home every night, has dinner, goes to sleep, on the weekends runs their errands, and then Monday's right back to work, that's normal. Our lives are not normal, bro. The fact that we could wake up and all these years have been able to do whatever the hell we want, that is not normal. And my problem is, that has become this perception of what reality should, of what reality is. That is not reality. Most people have a goddamn 9 to 5. They go to work Monday through Friday. And guess what? They have the weekends to run their errands and to do whatever they want. And then 1 or 2 times a year, they go on vacation. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I'm tired of people painting this picture like there's something wrong with that.
And I agree with you. What I'm just saying is, you still grow up from that, though, Mo. At some point, right? You still grow.
Everyone doesn't.
Some people don't.
Some people have no desire.
Yeah, some people don't got no desire.
Some people goal is to work till they're 65 and then retire. And there's absolutely nothing. If you're happy, but my thing is, if you're happy, there's nothing wrong with that. We are creating this society that looks down on people for living a life that they're okay with. Like, okay, the man makes 50 grand a year. If that's what he's happy with, yo, bro, more power to you, man. More power to you. It may not be the life for me, but if that's what you're happy with, more power to you. Young lady, who the hell are you to tell a man that because he makes $50,000, he shouldn't be dating? If he finds a woman that's okay with that. Too many rap songs, bro. Too much love and hip hop. Too much reality shows.
I totally agree. You know, I had to go to my notes because I had a note that we might as well just stay here since we in this realm of conversation. Another question I want to ask that kind of could bleed into this conversation: should a woman stay with a man while he's chasing his dream? Because I was watching this comedian on Shannon Sharpe. I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah, he said Shorty bounced on him. Shorty
bounced on him. Now he making millions of dollars and stuff like that while he's chasing his dream. She put him out and he had to go back to his mama crib. And that's what I think about with the 50,000. That's why I keep telling you in my mind. It's like, yo, we start at a place, but sometimes we chasing something else, and sometimes you just need that push from a significant other, or sometimes that diss from that significant other can make you go harder and be like, yo, I'm gonna get this. Watch what you know what I'm saying? So should a woman stay with a man who chasing his dream?
I don't believe in the should have. I just think it's case specific, man. If you're the type of person that's capable of doing so, and you love that man enough to stay by his side, then do so. And if you're the type of woman that's looking for a come up and you feel that you want to be with a man once he's arrived rather than taking that journey with him to get to that point, then don't do so. Like, I don't think that there's a should. You know, as a man, it would be great to have a woman by your side that is in love with you. You understand that's just like, babe, like we gonna ride this out, and and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. There's nothing that feels better to a man, you know. But I'm also realistic, and I understand that we live in a world where, bro, that's not so common. That's not so common. So for me, you know, I always say, I take people for who they are, right? I think everybody's perfect just the way they are. Some people just aren't for me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not for me to look down on you because you wouldn't ride it out with me through my journey, through my ups and downs. It's just for me to realize, okay, I'm just not the man for you. It's that simple. You get where I'm coming from? I just don't like this habit that we have of saying that someone is lacking because of the fact that they don't fit what our mold is of what the person we want is. You know, I'm not arrogant enough to believe that God created anyone to be for me. God did not create any person on this earth for me or for you. God created everyone to find their own happiness, and hopefully one day we just find the person who their pursuit of happiness and our pursuit of happiness coincides. You get where I'm coming from? But nobody's here for me.
What I would say about chasing your dreams, we don't know what dreams are going to come true, right? Because I was sitting here saying to myself, I was going to say it depends on the dream the person is chasing, right? But sometimes I've been in a business where something that you think is impossible can be possible.
Of course, I've
and
seen
then
it.
some things you think is impossible is really impossible. It's not going to never happen for you. So, I think it's just good to believe in your person. Your person should be able to believe in you, and you should be able to believe in that person. And you should be mindful when you're chasing your dream to make sure you're still taking care of home at the same time. I tell a lot of people when I was chasing what I do now, in the music stuff, I hear a lot of young guys be like, "Yo, I'm focusing on my music, man. I ain't working, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just focused on this." I didn't quit my job until I had about 80-some thousand in the bank, right? I didn't leave it till I couldn't physically do both anymore. You know what I mean? I had the next day, and I told you at that time I was making $24,000. So I'm like, yo, if I could live off $24,000, I could make 80-some thousand last me 3-4 years. That's how I looked at it. It didn't last.
And that's not the way it works.
It didn't work.
That's not the way it works.
I didn't know money, but that's
And
in my mind.
That is definitely not the way
It did. But in my mind, I was like, yo, I got the 80-some thousand in my account. I'm going to run. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember a time when I was with my daughter's mother and I lost a job. I think I told you this before. I had lost a job and I went on unemployment. And I was cool. I'm chilling in the crib, right? I'm chilling. I'm like, I'm still getting this unemployment. The rent still paid. And I got the job that I had to leave to go do what I wanted to do. And I remember one time she said to me after I got the job, I was looking at you like a less of a man because you was just home every day. So a woman will look at you sometime and she'll get tired of you, men I'm talking to, being in the house, not contributing. And even I was still contributing. But
it's the fact you were home.
It was the fact that I was home. So some woman wants to see you out there going to get it. All I would tell you, if you're going to go get it and you at home, keep being busy and keep making sure you putting up your money for the bills. Whether you paying all the bills or whether you splitting the bills, making sure you still come through doing what you got to do for home. Because your woman can endure so much. I don't know how long that she should ride for you. I don't know if she should ride 6 months or 6 years. But be mindful not to abuse the relationship and abuse her trust in you as being a man that's protection and provision, not doing anything or contributing. That's what I would say. You know what I mean?
To each his own. Stick around if you believe in him and you want to ride out, and bounce if you don't. It's that simple.
Yo, quick question for you, Mo. On some white people news, because only white people talk about this shit right here. What part of your body you wash first when you take a bath or shower or whatever?
When I get in the shower, see, I don't have hair. So what I do is I shampoo and I condition my beard first, and then I wash my body so that while I wash my body, I have time for the conditioner to set in. And then, you wash, and then I do the exfoliating thing with the gloves and blah, blah, blah. And then I wash out, my beard or whatever.
Sounds thorough. Well, I was watching these white people talk, and...
Oh, they don't use washcloths?
We talked about the washcloth. That was a couple of weeks ago. But then this washing thing just bugged me out. So a young lady said, I washed my hair.
Oh, yeah.
And
she gets out the tub.
And I just kind of wash my face and I get out the tub. I don't really wash anything else. They was like, why? She's like, because the soap from my hair, everything just runs across my body. So why do I got to wash it? I said, what? I'm sitting there going, what? And then the one dude was like.
I bet you she tastes salty.
She tastes funky. No, they didn't even
salty.
One dude was like, I'm not really checking that, but I'm almost kind of checking. I'm like, yo. Is this crazy? The girl said, that's like being in the tub, right? And you washing your body and you don't bend down to wash your feet or pick up your feet and kind of scrub your feet.
That's like sticking your hand under the faucet, not washing, but just sticking your hand under the faucet, pulling it back and then drying it.
See, it depends how I wash my body first. So sometimes I do the same thing you do, take care of my beard when I come in. It depends if I'm putting on some Just for Men. You know what I mean? If I'm doing my whole beard conditioning thing, and if I'm not, I usually go to my underarms. I go to my genitals, I turn the rag around and do the other side. Then, because I got another pair of exfoliating gloves for my face. I don't use the same rag that I use on my body for my face. And then, you know, after I finish, I wash out my rag, I re-soap again. I soap up at least 2 to 3 times, bro. No less than 2 times. Sometimes it could go to 4. Like, I've washed and rinsed 2 to 3 times, bro. This girl was talking about just putting soap on her head and letting it run off.
Whatever works for you, lady.
And then I come out and then I lotion.
Of course.
Now, I'm not the best lotion.
You got to moisturize. Yo, let me tell you something.
But I do lotion.
You know what's the most important part of your body that you have to moisturize?
What's that?
Your feet. Yo, your feet will fall apart, bro.
I got sexy feet. We are showing.
No, that's not. But what I'm talking about is you have to moisturize. Like, moisturize your feet, then put the socks on over it, because if you allow your feet to like get dry and you don't constantly moisturize them, like your feet will like literally fall apart. Like,
I don't got feet problems, but yeah, take more advice on that. My feet, I got good feet. I just want to know if you what part of you? I just thought that was kind of crazy when I saw that today. I was like, what? This is so disgusting, bro. Wash your ass, please. Wash your ass. Wash your ass.
Do whatever works for you.
No. Do what works for everybody.
Do what works for you and be with whoever is okay with it.
No. Wash your ass. There should be no reason that you're not running that rag through your body.
I ain't dealing with you, so you can do whatever the hell you want.
Wash it. Yeah, but sometimes you got to smell them, bro. Sometimes you got to smell them. And I'm sorry for y'all working people that got to go to work with funky people. Because,
don't be the smelly person at the
because
gym.
you can't even say, like, yo, your underarms kind of stink.
No, that's an HR. That's an HR
problem.
issue.
I don't even know how. Like, that should be a problem. That should be an HR problem. Somebody came to work funky, bro.
You can pull over you can pull to the side your higher ups and tell them, and then they will address that person. I've seen that happen before.
Okay, I don't know. I ain't been in a workplace, but somebody told me you can't say that. But yeah, I went to the gym the other day, bro.
There's always one stinky person in the gym, bro.
Yo, bro, I went to the gym. This 2 days. This happened twice in like 2 different days this week, bro. And I'm not dissing nobody from other cultures, bro, but it was a man and woman. I ain't gonna say where they was from. And they was on the leg raise machine. And I'm waiting. First of all, they was jonesing. Yo, do me a favor. Stop jonesing on the machines in the gym, B. Some of the niggas being on Instagram just doing this.
Me and Mrs. Jones.
Stop the joneses on these machines in the gym. And if you with your girl, go have your personal conversation in your car or at your house. Because they was on the machine for like 15 minutes just talking. So, you know, I came over with my bully shit. I'm like, yo, my nigga, how long you got? He was like, yo, 4. I said, yo, you ain't got 4. You been here for like 10 minutes, B, with your girl is talking. So now I had to punk him in front of his girl. So, and
I'd have hit you with a 20-pound dumbbell.
Nah, he ain't doing none of that. And then what I like to do is I like to stand right there and wait. And be like, I'm staying right here and just wait till you finish. And they get off the machine.
Hey, you would have just stood there.
Yeah, I would have stood there. It wouldn't have been happening, bro. But anyway, but it worked against me. The lady got off the machine last. So you know how you go down and you try to change the machine, the weight? My nigga, who tell me to put my face into that?
The seat?
Into this. Yo, the smell that came off that seat, bro. Yo, I had like my headband on. I had to take a span in the seat. And then I had to go find something to wipe. Yo, I can't believe he was having that intimate conversation with this young lady. If that intimate conversation wasn't like, yo, baby, wash your ass tonight, please, just please. Wash all the crevices. Like, if it wasn't that conversation, I don't know what the conversation he was having with that young lady, bro. That was the stinkest ass ever.
Smelled like rigor mortis.
And then I went on the chest. Well, I was doing chest. The guy was doing back. So he was old though. He was like, yo, can I just get 1 rep? I was like, yeah, go ahead, get 1 rep, man. He said, all the machines are taken. I said, go ahead, just get your rep. Yo, bro, I tried to sit back on the seat. The underarm smell, yo, bro. I was like, yo, it's bad. It's a bad bag of dope out here with some of y'all, bro. Please wash your ass, man. Please wash your ass. But anyway, other news. Did you hear about this? T-Mobile is now, they're going to be moving forward with a plan. If you text anybody.
Hate speech.
Any hate speech, profanity, they can send you a fine.
They can send you a fine. You could pay a fee.
So.
Isn't that invasion of privacy?
Now, I already knew. They can check it from your text message. You got to record it.
No, it doesn't have to be
know what you
reported.
texted.
They're saying Yeah, like, but that's like, to me, that's like invasion of privacy. Because if I'm having my private conversations, what if I'm joking? Sign of the times, I'm telling
Well, I already
you.
knew AI could pick up all that stuff, because even if you do on
Allen
Instagram,
Iverson?
stupid. Even if you text, like, sometime on Instagram, I'll be writing on the comments, I'll be like, this shit crazy. And then Instagram will text you,
Yep.
you can't say shit. Like,
You got to
what?
change your comment.
You got to change your whole comment. So, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the phone company could actually see your text messages. So what you think is private is really not private. So we live in a police world. It's starting to become more police. When y'all think your easy passes is private, no, they really tagging you. They
Living
you pay
in a
niggas.
material world, and Styles is a material girl.
About to say your mother, man. This is crazy. I don't even know where it came from. I got hit for no reason. But you paying niggas to so you paying your phone bill, you paying your Easy Pass bill for people to track you. That's all you doing. You paying to get tracked.
Hey, just took $50 out my goddamn account.
Son, I'm tired of Easy Pass, bro. They just took $80-something out my account. All the time. Sometimes be your last 80 in your bank account, and they just snatch your
Give me that.
You go over one toll, too. You didn't even go over 5 toll. You went over $116 toll.
Yeah, your threshold. Once it gets below a certain amount, they replenish. Listen, I'd rather they replenish than I start getting hit with them goddamn Easy Pass violation fees, bro. I done seen dudes had to pay $15,000-$16,000 on only like $800 worth of Easy Passes, bro. Easy Pass tolls. Like, yeah, their fees, oh my God, and their penalties are crazy.
Should you tip your barber or your hairstylist?
I've always tipped my barber. But it's not that you should. I mean, look, people do what they want to do. Like, that's just my personal choice. I've just always been in the habit of tipping, bro.
So my barber, and I like my barber. Shout out to my barber. But I charge my barber.
Beep beep.
I charge my barber. My barber charged me a certain amount. Let's say he charged me $20. Let's put out a number. Say he charged me $20, right? And I've always given him $25, right? $5 tip. So the other day, my barber came to me and said to me, "Hey, you know, times are getting hard. Everything's getting more expensive.
Price is going up.
Price is going up. You're gonna have to give me 30." Your price was
Is
20.
that including the tip or?
I guess it's included the tip, my nigga, because it didn't make no sense. Like 30, nigga, your price was 20. I was giving you the $5. Did you go up $10 on
You
me?
remember when the haircut was $5?
Huh?
You remember when the haircut was $5?
Shit, please. Some places they charge the niggas $45 just for a shave.
What are you talking about? At my shop, you charge like $50, bro.
Just for this? I'm just talking about for this.
No, for this is like $20.
Yeah. So I just wonder if you should give. So if you go to a hairstylist and she home.
So he want $30 for a shape up, bro? For a beard shape up?
Yeah, I'm paying $30, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I ain't giving no more tip though. That's it.
You said I'm not tipping though.
That is the tip, bro. Because I think he just went up $10, bro.
You better get yourself a straight razor, some Andes clippers, and get out the habit.
I shave myself like 2 times a month, and I go to the barber 2 times a month, so I could keep it straight. You know what I'm saying? And then I start jacking myself up and let them fix it. You know what I mean? But yeah, barbers. I'm just saying, do you tip them? And if he's not paying for a chair or he paying, you know, some guys work outside their house. Do you still tip somebody because they in the house? Because all that money go to them.
For me, I've always been in the habit.
I'm not trying to count nobody's money.
I've always been in the habit of tipping. I think it's just gratitude, it's appreciation, and especially if the person does a good job. You know, I'm not in the habit of tipping people for doing mediocre work, but if the person does a really good job, then, you know, I've always been in the habit of tipping.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yo, this cold is kicking my behind, y'all. Sorry. But guess what? I think we do a good job on Brooklyn Boys Radio. So feel free to tip us. Suave, can you put some on the screen so they can tip us, please? Thank you. Feel free to tip us. Like, show us some gratitude.
Put my Cash App up, Suave.
Suave, put some on that screen, Suave. And don't put your Cash App because you're going to rob us. Put some on that screen. Anybody that feel like we're doing a great job, tip us, please. Thank you. Since Mo said
we're gonna get 75 cents.
Listen, it's better than nothing. I'm gonna be grateful because I ain't never got no money from this joint anyway. So it don't make a difference. I'm gonna get 75 cents. Yo, if you came home and your girl was in the crib and you saw her face all busted up and you like, yo, what happened? And she tells you a story that ends up that her side dude beat her up, what would you do?
Go make a sandwich.
So I'm taking that you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna help her.
What do you mean help her? She's at the house. What help she need?
You not gonna call police?
Call police? Oh, bro, that's not my. Listen, that's not my business. That's not my business.
The other part of the relationship wasn't my business.
It's not my business.
You said the other part of the relationship wasn't your business?
Yeah. Listen. Your man whooped your ass. Like, why's that my business?
Yo.
First of all, I don't think no woman is crazy enough to tell me no stupid shit like that. Like, you better lie and say the cops beat you or something. Like, listen.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. First in this, I see a face. So what the fuck? I'll be going crazy, right?
Of course, at first.
And I'm like, yo, we going right now. I'm ready out the crib, and she says, hold up. It was this guy that I was seeing on the side. I'm going to room and pack her shit, bro. Yo, just take your stuff. Just go to that nigga crib. Don't come to my house with this nonsense, bro.
That sounds crazy. Like, that sounds crazy.
Yo, did you see the video that's going around STK this week? With the guy getting caught cheating in STK?
And the girl started beating his ass?
They started beating his ass in STK. Well, I'm glad they didn't touch the girl. Because she ain't got nothing to do with that. So I'm glad they didn't touch her. But I also thought it was so stupid of her. She was throwing plates. And, yo, you going to jail for a nigga that was cheating on you. Like, you're going to jail, bro.
And that's another thing with the girlfriend getting beat up by the side dude. You're going to go do something to the side dude, and she's probably going to call the cops. Because you did something to him.
Who she would call the cops on? You or him?
On you. Because if you go and do something to him, like you hurt him, you take his life, blah, 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 whatever, bro, she's going to be on the witness stand.
That's crazy. Yeah. Listen, man.
Remember that stupid-ass song you let me hear the other day? Exactly.
What?
That stupid-ass song.
Oh, listen, we didn't even tell y'all. I'll get to that. We didn't even tell y'all, but we get to that. I was letting Mo listen to Jasmine Sullivan song the other day. I said, yo, this is the craziest song I ever heard. What is it called?
I Ain't Shit. That's what it's called.
Another Man?
Yeah.
It's called Another Man. We was on tour. We was on our first tour with Miles Brando, man.
Headed to Rhode Island.
We was out. He got a nine-city tour. So, Mo has accompanied me and helped me with some of the dates. And Suave, we out rolling around, right? So I said, yo, I heard this song with Jasmine Sullivan the other day. It was like the most wickedest song I ever heard in my life. So for y'all that know it, y'all know it.
And it's real. It's not even, it's real.
Oh, it's a real song? I don't know if it's
No,
real.
what I'm saying is it's real. Like, people go through those emotions.
Basically, Jasmine Sullivan was basically telling her man, like, look, you the best. You treat me good. You did everything for me. But I'm in love with another man. He don't even treat me better than you. But I'm in love with another man. His body is better than yours. I'm in love with another man. Like, yo. And she said it so eloquently in the song. It's so, like, the song is so dope. I couldn't believe, like.
That's why I'm glad that my superpower is to turn off my emotions like a light switch. Turn them shits off and on. That's my superpower. And that's why I'm glad, because, you invest yourself in people, and there's no way to ever tell if the feelings are real. There's no way to ever tell how deep they truly care for you, and there's no way to ever tell if somebody else will catch their interest. So Thank God I love with my mind, and my heart is always tucked away. I love when it makes sense. So once it doesn't make sense, I automatically just get turned off. So the second you tell me, just don't use the word another, because I might think that you're saying another man, and that might just turn the switch off.
Well, listen. There you have it. Mo ain't helping your ass if you get beat by your side nigga. So, on other news, let's go into some celebrity news. Just want to run through a couple of these real quick, because a couple of things happened while we haven't been on the show. Mike Epps and Shannon Sharpe was about to get into it. It looked like Shannon threatened him. Mike basically said, yo, you're going to be at the All-Star game in Indiana. That's my city. I'm not fighting your big ass. You know what we gonna do. Pow, pow. That's what he kind of indicated. And him and Shannon Sharpe.
See, Mike, Styles is snitching again. Snitch time with Styles.
It was on TV. It was online. Basically, I guess somebody told Shannon Sharpe, like, yo, y'all need to go that far. Blah, blah, blah. Shannon, they reached out. They talked it out like men, shook, hugged hands, and, you know, took a couple pictures. As it should be. As it should be. You know, it didn't need to get to that. They're very successful, so they need to get to that. Some other celebrity news. You seen the clip with Benzino talking about Eminem?
Yes, I did.
He started crying.
Yes, I did.
And some people felt the way about
people need to leave Benzino alone.
Felt about Benzino crying, and I don't think it was nothing wrong with Benzino getting that shit off his chest.
I don't either.
It's been a long, drawn-out beef for so many years, and I think as men, we grow up, right?
And it's
I think part of it, he was drunk, though. But I also feel like you get to a point, like, I don't even know what we were fighting for at this point. Like
30 years later, bro, you don't even know what the hell the beef's about anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know why Eminem put out a diss song on him like that. I don't know what happened for him to say something now, but whatever. And they went back and forth, and then he just like, yo, if I saw Edgar, they asked him, Nori asked him, if you saw Eminem, what would you do? Would you shake his hand? He said, no, I would hug him. Yeah, because we've been through this long-ass battle, and we ain't got no more beef. Nobody got
They
killed.
never really had beef. Like it was rap beef. Like,
so, you know, yeah, I hope one day they commend their whole thing. You know what I mean? I just thought.
And then you got the fact that shit is trickling off into his relationship with his daughter and
all that
issues.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot, man. You know, and I just hate the way that the world always calls for men to be vulnerable, but the second you're vulnerable, the world faults you, bro. Like it makes fun of you. Like
I don't fault him. Yo, men cry too, B. We just ain't supposed to cry every day, but we cry too, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we have emotions too. You know what I mean? Y'all might not think so, but you know, we have emotions, and sometimes it's cool and it's okay. We got to release too. Because we bottle that shit up, and then somebody get murdered, and you're asking, why did you murder that person? You know what I'm saying? So we got to let it go sometimes. And Benzino, hope you and Eminem could work out your differences. And I hope, even if you can't, you got some shit off your chest, and you put out to the world how you feel, and hopefully you can move on with your life, man. And
keep it moving, and I hope your relationship with your daughter, man, gets repaired, bro.
Yeah, that's the
most
thing.
That's the most important thing.
Sorry, y'all, with this cold. Sorry again. Usher, everybody talked about Usher at the Super Bowl. One thing I want to say about that, Super Bowl had over 200 million views that day, the most it's ever had.
That's because Taylor Swift was there.
Yeah, see, some people want to talk about Taylor Swift being there, and I'm here to tell you, all the black people that watch the Super Bowl, all the black women that never watched Super Bowl ever in their life, tuned into for Usher for that halftime and went crazy. And I was with a bunch of mad black women that took over the house when Usher came out on that stage. Usher definitely broke some records that day for that. Not only that, you know, he had the whole thing with Alicia Keys. I didn't see what the big deal was. He hugged her. They say he hugged her from behind and all that other stuff. But you know, we in entertainment, man. You know,
what does that mean? So that means that you shouldn't respect another man's wife?
No, I don't think he disrespected his wife. I think you have people that do movies, they marry, they kiss, things happen in entertainment.
A movie
there's
a script. If that was choreographed, then so be it.
That's a script too.
If that was choreographed, then so be it. Or if that's on the fly. Because a couple of days later, I saw him bouncing his head off of Nicki Minaj's butt, and she looked like she did not expect that.
Yeah, he said he did. I heard him on the morning show. He said that wasn't a part of it. He just in the groove and shit.
Yeah, but bro, listen. But at some point, you do have to factor in that this is a married woman. Like there's certain things that are inappropriate. Like he slapped her ass, bro.
Guess what? Nicki didn't have a problem. Alicia didn't have a problem. Swiss didn't have a problem.
I hear you.
So listen, it's all entertainment. I don't think nothing happened above it. I grew up in the business majority of my life, so I've seen worse. I don't think it was that big of a deal, but people was making it like a big deal. But when you live life in the entertainment field, you understand this.
I'm not saying.
That's why I think Swift took it like that. Said him and Swift just laughed about it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a big deal. I mean, the Alicia Keys thing I didn't think was crazy. The Nicki thing I thought was kind of inappropriate. You understand what I'm saying? Like he slapped her ass. Like that's a married woman, bro. Like, you know, there's a level of respect that you extend to a person that's married. You know, I mean, look. It is what it is. She's okay with it. Hey, not my business.
I think it was fine. Oh, there's a new warning, y'all. And this is one I'm very sad about this morning. It's about the morning after pill. Now, if you're like 154 pounds, they're saying that the likelihood for the pill to work is a percentage that it may not work.
No more big girls for your styles.
But if you're 176 pounds, it's even higher chances that it may not work. So all my big girls, don't get splashed on or in anymore because the morning after pill may not work. I think it's a lie because I know some big girls that you know what I'm saying, did some things with, and they went to go get the pill and we was fine. So I don't think it's, you know, I don't know what's happening out here. Maybe they diluting the pill a little bit. I don't know.
170?
Huh?
170?
176.
Well, it depends if you're like 5'2".
And you 5'2", it depends on your BMI. So yeah, look, Suave looked like he had a case that he might he said 170, he started sweating. So he started sweating quick. I know Tico got massive mumpy woman he dealing with. And yeah, you have to be very careful, Tico. Because you be letting loose to all kind of things, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna talk about it. So be careful with your big girls. Little girls, holla at me, man. I got a whole case full of
That
little
sounded
kids.
crazy.
Not little girls.
That sounded crazy.
Oh my God. Yo, y'all dudes be so, I'm not talking about young women. I'm talking about little women in packet size. Like, you know, smaller women, like 6, you know, like 5'5", 5'4", you know what I'm saying?
You didn't say
130
little
pounds.
women, you said little girls. Holla at me.
Oh my God.
I think that
bro.
was a Freudian slip, bro.
Okay, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Like I said, all the small women holler at me because guess what? I got a house full of Plan B, and we can do Plan A, then go to Plan B.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, 2 things I want to talk about before we get out of here, Mo. One, did you like the Trump sneakers?
No.
I like the Trump sneakers. I don't like Trump, but I could rock those one time.
I have no issues with Trump. I just don't like those sneakers.
I heard they're going for like $17,000 on eBay.
They're $17,000 on eBay. They're $10,000 on Grill. They're totally
I think
sold
they're
out.
$400 regular price.
Yeah, they're sold out. Resellers. Even though the reseller market is going down, the resale market's going down.
Yeah. Yeah, the Trump sneakers. I don't know why he put out sneakers, but yeah.
Make money. He got $300 and something million to pay. Can't do business in New York for the next 3 years.
Okay. Well, whatever. So this was controversial, and I think me and you spoke about this
And we didn't agree on it.
earlier. So there was a little girl and her mom. Her mom got arrested for allowing her.
She was 6 years old.
To 6
She
years
was
old.
5 or 6 years old.
To wax women in the house.
To wax women's
24
vaginas
Wax women vaginas. 24 women she was waxing.
between 7 and 5 o'clock, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. She waxed 24
Yeah,
women.
I don't know what the time was. I didn't get into the story.
And made $777.
Yeah, I don't know what the time of the story was, like how long she was doing it. My point was to Mo. For me, it was what the intent was, right? I think culture and where the people were from, too. I knew it was Mississippi, but I didn't know the background of the mother and the background of the patriots that came in the business.
Was it Mississippi or Memphis?
I think
Memphis, Tennessee.
No, I think it was Mississippi. Whatever. I think it's Mississippi, though.
Okay.
But I was saying to Mo, if there was no pedophilia intent in this whole process and the mother was teaching her daughter a trait, I don't know if I could be mad at it. You know, we come from the West Indies, and I've seen people in our background and kids in our background started out doing so much crazy stuff as children because we get taught different, but it don't come from a pedophilic place, right? You know, like sometimes you go on TV and you may see some people in an African village and everybody walking around with titties out, penis out, and they just walking around normal, and it's nobody's thinking about that type of thing. So if it was done to teach the kid a trait, like a kid would learn boxing at 4 or 5 years old or learn how to fix a car, I don't know if it's a problem. Now, if the mother was, but I did say, if the mother was doing it for the girl to do the work and making her work all those hours, she should be some child labor laws.
I think.
Let me just finish point one. Some child labor laws happening. if it was for any pedophilia type of thing with the patrons or the mother, they all should be locked up, including the patrons. I just have to know the intent, why it was being done. I've never heard her story.
For me, the intent doesn't matter. Having a 6-year-old wax bare, naked vaginas, it is inappropriate. A child, especially those are strangers, that child does not know those people from anywhere. It is inappropriate. I think that a child should not be waxing bare vaginas at 6 years old. There's mad other things that she could have been doing. Listen, and if her mother wanted to teach her a trait, guess what? There are dolls, like the what you call the beauty. Wait, hold on. The beauty schools, they practice on dolls. Then practice on dolls, but having her wax bare vaginas on grown ass adults is inappropriate.
I don't find it inappropriate if the intent wasn't like that. Like if the intent was that to teach her.
6 years old.
It doesn't matter. I've seen things happen in other countries. Yeah, I think it's ignorant if you don't know the place, the intent. Because there's other places with other cultures that do other things. Just because it's not our culture, doesn't make it wrong.
So let me ask.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I tell you like this. It can be, but I tell you like this. I go into the gym, and when I'm in the gym, there's little boys in there with naked men walking around with dicks all out, right? And I'm pretty sure. Oh, time out. I'm pretty sure it's happening on the female side.
That shouldn't be.
So let me ask you.
No, you gotta dress the kids.
But let me ask you a question.
If they go into the pool, they gotta share the same bathrooms as they father and their mother. It was women. She was doing it to other women.
But let me ask you a question.
She's a girl child.
Okay, but let me ask you a question.
I don't know what the intent was.
Let me ask you a question. A client comes into your shop. You have no idea of this person's background. You don't know their history. You don't know who.
Yeah, but we don't know
that.
Wait, Mo.
Let me finish.
We don't know that.
Let me finish. Can I finish?
Go ahead. I know what you're gonna say, but we don't know that.
You have no idea this person's history, right? You have no idea their intent, whatever. And you're allowing your child to wax this naked person's vagina. I think that, look, it leaves the possibility for the child to be in danger. That's the reality. Wait, let me finish. Laws and rules are in order, are in place to protect children. It's that simple. You understand? And it's like, look, children shouldn't be in this position.
Like I said, once again, that's all speculation. Hold up, time out. Hold up, time out.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold up, time out. Because men don't get waxed.
Men do get waxed.
Men don't get waxed on a normal basis like women do.
But men get waxed.
Listen, I got 20 friends. I've never heard one of them say they got waxed yet.
Yeah, bro.
But men do get waxed.
I'm not saying, but that's less than likely. Let me finish my point.
What if it did?
Let me finish my point. Once again, what I'm saying to you is, everybody want to speculate and throw. I don't condone. You know what the problem is? We always like to judge a person and condone a person, and we don't even know the whole story.
Who's judging?
No, that's what we do in this
country. I'm saying it's inappropriate. I'm not judging. I'm saying
it's
inappropriate.
I don't know if that was family members, those 24 women. I don't know, like when I go outside and I see all these Ecuadorian people out here and these immigrants out here, if they all got their own little community and that's what they do in their community, I don't know. So until I know the intent.
But you also don't know if it's not. So you can't say that. But
guess what?
Because you don't know if it's not the other end either.
Because I had a disclaimer and I said to you, if the intent, if it was that she was letting the kid do all the work, some child labor laws things, or with some pedophilia going on in there, then they all should be locked up. I did preface that and say that. But also what I'm saying, until I know her story, because I'm only hearing one side of the story, of what it was, and I feel it out for myself, then I could give a real synopsis and say, yo, this is wrong. But I do understand culture may play a part in this. And if we don't understand the culture, we can't be angry at the act. Because if you go back to some other cultures and they do that, what I'm gonna be mad about? That's how they was raised.
I don't think
what I'm gonna be mad about?
I don't think a 6-year-old should be back to waxing their vagina.
And you have that. You have the right to feel that way. But I don't have the right to say somebody else's culture may be wrong. That's how they teach their people.
But they live in America and they understand what the rules are.
No, they don't understand. You think these immigrants? I don't know her background. So you think these immigrants come here?
So you're telling me this woman who opened up a business, who pays taxes every year,
you don't
has
know
no
she paid taxes. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Let me tell you something. We got the immigrants outside right now today.
Listen to me. The woman put up the video of the little girl waxing and said she was working from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. She made $777. I'm putting it in her savings account. I'm building a future for her. Yes, obviously this person You can
No.
have the perception that this person
Hold on,
has some type of education and
we
understands.
just talked about the
No.
immigrants last week who getting the cards and the cell phones, and they
No,
go to
I-
the store. They go to the store. No, they going to the store right now. They're using cell phones. They're using the credit card, and they learning on the fly. But I'm pretty sure they learn. When I go outside, I see the little kids selling flowers and shit out here every day, and I'm like, yo, what's up with that? But in their community, they probably was doing that all the time. I don't. Yeah, but I don't know what they learn in their culture, and sometime in your culture may dictate how you do certain things. That's all I'm saying to you. I don't know what her background is.
Talking about the act. You're not talking about the
Now, hear me.
Exactly. I'm
To me,
talking-
like I said, if she was teaching her daughter a trade, she's teaching her daughter a trade. There's plenty of trades out here that kids get learned from that young of an age. And we go, yo, we don't have no complaints about it. If that what she was doing with a group of women and it's a group of her friends and they was doing that and that's where they come from, I ain't got nothing to say. What I'm going to say about it? As long as there was no pedophilia and that child was in no harm danger, I don't have nothing to say about it. If she was just really waxing and taking the shit off and her mother's teaching and she getting some money, what I'm going to tell her about it? As long as she wasn't making that girl work all these hours like some slave shit in there,
But that's
what I'm gonna say.
those were her exact words. She worked from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, but you know,
and she waxed 24 people today.
Like
Those
I-
were her exact words.
like I said to you,
So what is there to misconstrue? Those were her exact
like
words.
I said to you again, social media. What I think that's happening, and once again I'm doing what I accuse you of. I'm only speculating. What I think is happening is the mother probably put that on Instagram, thought it was cool and nothing wrong.
I'm not speculating because she had actual
what I'm saying
video
to-
and pictures, bro.
What I'm saying to you is, I'm speculating she probably wrote. You know how people write more than, even if they be fronting and saying they did mad hours. It wasn't that.
You just look and
I admitted to what I just admitted.
You have
to that
every right.
thinking.
You want to justify your opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, me personally, I think it's inappropriate.
Well, listen, man. I just want to hear more of the story. I just want to hear the mother story. But guess what? I'm dying. I got to catch a plane in the morning. Well, I'm not dying. I'm living. I'm getting better. I'm going to claim it. But I am a little under the weather, and we're going to end this show. Remember, if you got any dusty shout-outs that you want me to give, please write in text. Any questions for us to answer, please write us in text.
BrooklynBoysRadio@gmail.com.
Yes, and please hit us up, man.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Shout out to the Woodstack. Shout out to Tico. Anything
Wood
you see,
Steezy Tico.
they just got these new purple phones. Y'all can go on the website and get them. Shout out to Kenny and Andy.
Shout out to my guy Swizzle.
Suave.
Oh, yo, shout out to my dude Young, too, from Boston. Nickels and dimes, man. Nickels and dimes.
Shit, I remember when they used to sell nickels and dimes, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But Brooklyn.
Out.